Alright, so I'm not really sure what's going on with my league points. I've been at 100 points the last two games and haven't actually started my series, so hopefully this game figure out what's going on. Um, I see me playing a lot of Jax, especially Jax Jungle, because I think he's really good in solo queue. People have a really hard time playing against him because he just does a lot of upfront damage with gap closer and an AoE stun. And I especially like to use Jax against Masteries. Um, for obvious reasons, Mastery can't auto attack Jax when he's got his dodge on, and there's like a really big solo queue trend right now of just insta banning or insta picking Master Yi, and I really disagree with that. I don't think Master Yi is a good champion. He has the same faults as the old Master Yi before the rework, which is that any stun or snare and it's game over for him. And I don't think the fact that he does a little more damage now makes him suddenly overpowered. But anyway, um, so hopefully this game goes better than the last one. In solo queue, I really do prefer to play carry-oriented junglers. If you watched my last video, you saw that I played Zac, and I did pretty badly that game because I tried to go for a lot of kills that Zac didn't have enough damage to do, and I got too greedy. And this is sort of a playstyle that I developed from trying to play carry junglers more often. So, anyways, it's really annoying that bot is not giving me a leash, but maybe they'll get first blood. Yes, we will. Good job. So that was a good play. Normally I'd be really annoyed that I'm not getting a leash. But
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
so trading 1-for-1 Thresh for Fizz might seem like an even trade at face value, but it's actually a really good trade for our end because, for one thing, Tristana didn't get an assist for that kill, and it went onto the support, so it's not going to translate into a big damage threat for bot lane, as well as our team getting 2 assists off that. But now he is at a level disadvantage against Diana, which could be a problem because Diana is a champion that snowballs pretty easily. So I'm fairly confident that our bot lane will do well. York is generally a tough lane to go against, but Garen is one of those champions that has a ridiculous amount of sustain and tankiness even at early levels, so hopefully I don't need to worry about that too much. My main concern right now is making sure mid lane doesn't snowball into the enemy's favor and that it doesn't get camped. I don't know how, but Fizz is suddenly out-leveling her, which doesn't make sense because he came to lane late. But I guess a lot of things don't make sense at this level. So Garen's doing well enough. 9 CS versus 2. But they both pretty much don't have creeps. Matsui showing up mid. And I'm gonna try to get bot because it's the only thing that's pushing up. I would try to get mid, but that might result in his dying to Diana.
You have slain an enemy.
So that was an easy pick up bot lane, because they didn't have any wards. I also saved my flash as well, which is nice because now I can use it for potential gank mid. And she used her flash before she get my stun off. But I can just come right back. She continues to have no wards. Or I can try to gain top, which is getting more pushed in our direction. Neither of them are really CSing top, so top lane shouldn't be a huge threat for a while, but I should probably actually recall first because Yorick does quite a bit of early game damage and might be able to burst me down.
It's on.
Normally I'll get the Madred's Razor first, but I mean pretty much honestly when I just get lazy,
Bring it
I'll get the
on.
Damn Scepter and I don't lose as much HP.
Who's next?
Probably showed myself an accident while I was
Has
watching
been
bot,
slain.
so
Back.
it's just she recalled anyways.
Ready for battle. Surprise! I'm back.
Fish just hit 6, so yeah, it's a good idea to use the fish
An
there.
ally has been
Good kill.
slain.
Good job. It would have been a pretty big misplay actually to not use his fish when he just got it, so that was a good reaction by him.
Let me at him. Ready for battle.
Normally I would go farm mid lane, but there's only
Ready
3
for
creeps and it's
battle.
pushed pretty far on them, so it's not really worth it, and I'd rather just go back to the jungle and farm.
It's on. Bring it on.
His isn't replying, which is an annoying thing that a lot of people do. I'm just going to do it myself.
Surprise! I'm back.
Um,
Surprise!
there's a ward in
I'm
this
back.
push, but
An
so
enemy has been slain.
here we can jump on it. Flash for flash. That's a even trade.
Ready for battle.
If we push the tower, we might be able to get a dive.
Let me at him.
You have slain an enemy.
Yep.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm gonna like go off these minions instead of attacking the tower
Now
because
it's my turn.
Diana is MIA and she could kill me if my health's too low. So.
Who's next?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Surprise! I'm back.
Instead of finishing my shield this time, I'm just gonna go into an
Bring
offensive
it on.
build because there's not a high amount of damage threat on the team yet. I think Tark stunned while he was using Alpha, which was a misplay on his part. But he did save his
An
80 carry,
ally
which
has
is
been slain.
a good move. And now I can probably get a shot. Yep.
Killing spree.
So that's what happens when they get too greedy and dive like that. And I'm going to avoid making the same mistake there.
Let me at him. Bring it on.
Killing spree.
I want to suggest use his fish because Diana is a champion that can just dive on him after he comes back and kills him. But luckily she misplayed that, so they've managed to survive.
Now it's my turn.
This is a rather risky dragon because we didn't really coordinate it. We don't know if it had it warded, but since Diana is dead, it should be safe enough if Caitlyn has a quick enough follow-up. And then we can circle bot and possibly get more kills off of their bot lane.
Surprise!
I don't really know what target. So he was keeping a dragon timer, so we couldn't get a quick enough follow-up on bot lane.
Ready for battle.
He used camping bot, but since there's a ward there, there's no problem for our team.
It's on.
I pretty much ignored top lane this whole time. CS has stayed 34 to 35, so it's completely even. Top lane is pretty much not a factor in our game right now, so I'm just going to continue to concentrate on other lanes. Also pushing away from our tower, so I don't really feel the need to go for top lane.
Rampage.
Our team is doing well enough without me.
It's on.
So I'm just going to hold mid against Diana instead, because the bot lane doesn't have a tier 1 tower,
Ready for battle.
so there's not really any threat to our team doing any stupid dive.
Let me at him.
Our team is at full health, so I don't know why we're running away, especially if
Surprise!
I'm circling from
I'm
behind.
back.
But that Masteries does happen to be here. At this point, I have enough life steal to survive any attack that the enemy field on me, and I can go off the most focus.
Bring it on.
Unstoppable. Shut down.
That was a waste of flash on my part. I was going to die anyway, so
An ally
I
has
should
been
not have flashed there,
slain.
but we did manage to pick up. I think we're going to be able to get an ace,
Ace.
so that's a really good move for us. And now I can finish my shoes. And this whole time it was a 45, so Garen's actually been able to push top lane this whole time, which is also good for us. Just puts more pressure on more areas of the map, which is always good.
Surprise! I'm back.
If it were me, I would have tried to stay and put a little more damage down on the second tier turret, but it's perfectly fine, and we're in control of the game right now.
Bring it on.
So if he was one of those people who probably gets really mad if he's taking any of his farm, but I'm going to use the excuse that I'm chasing Diana.
Bring it on.
And with one combo, I pretty much move her out of her lane.
It's on.
I have two choices right now. I could either go mid and dive Dinah or go bot
Bring
and
it
help them
at 'em.
get kills. Um, I think that diving, since I'm closer to mid already, I might as well.
An enemy has
I
been
actually didn't help get
slain.
the kill on Dinah, but I just prevent
Double
you
kill.
Surprise! I'm
from
back.
helping her out. So, and bot lane got a double kill without me, so that worked out great.
Your team has destroyed a turret. You have slain an enemy.
One thing to be careful for is don't just disregard
Ready for
your
battle.
ulted clone. That's something I see a lot of people do. When someone dies and gets ulted, they just disregard it because they figure that they're not alive anymore, so why bother trying to kill them? But you forget that they can still output a lot of damage onto you.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Let me at 'em.
This is actually a risky steal on his blue, but I can kill it fast enough that it doesn't really matter.
Ready for battle.
So there's a pretty large bit of top that I'm just gonna farm out. No one else can take it, so I might as well. You never really want to let a lane farm go to waste.
Let me at 'em.
Go farm out one more lane and then go back and buy. They're having quite a bit of pressure on our bot lane actually,
I'm back.
so I think everyone's or most of their team is down there, so I can just continue pushing top without really
Dominating.
fear of getting killed. And also having a split pusher that's not afraid of dueling one versus one is
Godlike.
really powerful. So see that even under tower, this Masteries a little bit scared to fight me,
Now it's my turn.
and I force him to run away with just a few hits.
Executed.
I'm actually taking a lot of tower shots, so
Missed.
that was a really bad move on my part.
Your team
But
has
since
destroyed a
my
turret.
dodge came up right then, I'm not afraid of auto attacking, no matter how low I am, so I was able to finish him off.
It's on.
So that was actually a really lucky move, and I pretty much survived by luck, not because I played that well.
Bring it on.
Going on to my standard build, the Hex Tech, and then Blade of Green King. It's also really good against a Yi because both Yi and Jax are champions that stand and fight, don't really kite around. So having so much spell damage and lifesteal really helps counter Yi's own lifesteal.
Bring it on.
You can see that I don't really use my Wriggles Ward that often. Something that I should probably fix. I figured my reasoning is that I use it in an emergency to use a leap escape, but I don't really do that either. I just pretty much forget about it, which is something that I should work on and make sure to keep the
Let me
map
at 'em.
ward more carefully in key places.
Godlike.
But as of right now, our team doesn't really need our help. Um, Everyone's doing fine, so the game is pretty much in our
It's
control,
on.
and we can
Truly outrageous. They are
push
truly,
lanes and win the game.
truly outrageous.
Surprise! I'm back.
Diana's on the outside right now, which is an easy stun and kill, except that she actually
Rampage.
she actually flashed back in. So I don't want to have to face an enemy until my
An enemy has been slain.
my stun is back up. So at this
Ally
point, I'm
has
just
been
continuing
slain.
to check the
Enemy
tower until
double
my stun does
kill.
come back up.
You have slain an enemy. Aced.
I'm not really sure what went on there. I was too busy trying to talk to really pay attention, but I mean, I guess it turned out in our favor, so whatever. Tark might die if he sees yours approaching, but
It's on. Bring it on.
right now we don't really have a clear objective. We've also pushed down every tower except the
Ready
inner
for
towers,
battle.
or their base towers, which are the hardest to siege. So at this point, the easiest way to force a fight is to put Baron. But
Surprise! I'm
if
back.
my team doesn't want to do that, we're probably at this point strong enough to also just push into the base and fight under their tower if we're coordinated. This
Surprise!
is actually really good for us. The Baron's getting baited, which draws them out of their base and forces them to fight outside. Well, it doesn't force them to fight outside, but they do fight outside.
An ally has been slain. Legendary. An enemy has been slain.
Somehow I managed to survive this
Double kill.
until now, but
Double kill.
I went in a little bit too
You have
early. I
been
went in completely
slain.
by myself, where I should have waited for my team.
Triple kill.
But they managed to clean up while everybody was busy trying to kill me, so it did work out fine. But I could have played that a lot better by waiting for my entire team.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Ready for battle.
Now I'm switching bot. Hopefully I can get some of this farm before the tower takes off. You never want to let a big wave go to waste.
Bring it on.
Or Caitlin's gonna come. I might get there faster actually. Yeah.
Who's next?
But Caitlin's gonna take most of it with her. She now I can afford my Blade of the Wind King.
Let me at 'em. Surprise! I'm back.
Since we've taken an inhibitor and their entire team is split, I don't really feel the need to have to travel with my
An
team,
enemy has
and
been
I can
slain.
counter Diana's own split pushing.
Legendary.
It's on.
This is the reason why I really don't like people first picking Yi, because he's very easily counterpicked.
It's
He's not
on.
like one of those champions that you can just OP blind pick. He's really good in certain situations, but you cannot blind pick Yi.
Your turret has been destroyed. You have slain an enemy. Legendary. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Surprise!
So now I
I'm
can
back.
just continue pushing top on my own, since there's one down, so
Has
it's
destroyed
the
an
fight's still in our
inhibitor.
favor down there, even without me.
Bring it on.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And yep, that is game.
Your team has destroyed has destroyed a turret.
I'm just gonna run past this turret and go
An
next
ally
turret.
has been slain. Legendary.
Except that they all died. No, only one died. I don't know where the rest of them are actually.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Triple kill.
And that is it. Thanks for watching.